Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. So we're starting off our new content with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, and here we have our nice new venture on the historic Route 66, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's see what we can do. Anyone that's done this game before, played this game before, you can dismantle cars, repair cars, and find them in the junkyard, barn finds, and rebuild them, sell them for a profit, turn them around, make them faster, make them more powerful, collect if you want, sell if you want. So here we go. Let's see how far we can get. This is going to be a continual season, and we'll see how far we can get in the next few weeks, see if we can get a fully upgraded workshop and get some nice cars on the way. I do have some of the DLC for this. I've got a few bits and pieces. I've got Aston Martin, and also we got BMW, Pagani, and a few other bits and pieces. So you'll see some actual cars pop up. In others you won't. So there'll be some strange and rare and weird. Like a Luxor Baron. Oh, there we go, chat. Look at that. An Aston Martin DB5. Surely we've got to start with that for our first repair gig. Starts with me to go on. There we go. Not exactly Bond-esque, that colour, is it? But still, it's DB5. Let's get it in the garage and see what's wrong with it. So, if you haven't seen or played this game before, or a version of it, you start off with very basics. You can find out what's wrong with the car. Usually they tell you first of all when it comes in what's wrong with it, so you know kind of what to change. But you can increase and improve your skills in diagnosing and seeing a car and working out what's wrong with it by examining it, and also improve the rate at which your person works, your avatar works. So at the minute the removing and examining parts is a lot slower than it can be. I do show you later in the upgrade section where you can increase as time goes on with your experience, but at the minute obviously it just shows you what you can do, and taking stuff off, examining, putting stuff back on, etc. is all a little bit slow, but I always start by taking all the wheels of the car. Just an easy way of working out whether certain things are easy to spot. Let's have a look. It does say these are just brakes, so these should be pretty easy to do. As you can see, when you're taking things off, green means that's what you're taking off. If you get an orange like that, it's stuck. It's seized up. So you have to get that's right, the DW04, a close replication of a common, well-used, unrusting agent, should we speak, that's used in garages and forecourts across the world. Now we've found everything that needs changing. I'm looking on here on the central wheel that you've got. Normally you can actually go straight to the parts shop with your tablet device, but early in the game you have to actually unlock it, so we have to go straight to our aging desktop computer and buy it online that way for immediate delivery. There's a large array of things that you can purchase. There's a main parts store, there's upgrades, tuning parts to make things better and faster. You can also do that yourself later in the game. We'll be exploring all of that, and yeah, lots of different elements, interiors, exteriors, body kits, etc. Right now, we're after brake pads and brake discs. There you have it, guys. First order complete. Let's just finish it, and yep, got our first bit of cash in the bank, and we can move on to the next bit. On the option of what you can and can't choose, obviously you have the skills that you can build up. You need to get more XP points every time you level, and when you get stuff coming in, you'll notice there's the blue one at the top. That's the story element to the game, where you get things that basically build up your reputation, get you more customers, exclusive customers, that sort of thing. Or the other ones are just orders that people want work doing on cars, servicing, etc., and repair work, just to make you cash and get you XP. The story bonds basically build up your business and get you more exclusive customers coming in, and usually have the more awkward things to work on. So a good element of this is that you can add parts to your shopping list and choose them when you actually get to the different outlets to do that. As you've seen before, the problem I've always found is tyres. Finding and remembering the correct size, even though you can actually put them in, it gives you the option to choose the tyre. It takes standard tyre, but it doesn't put in the relevant size that you want. So you sort of remember the width and profile when you get there. And all well and good if all four tyres are the same. If you've got a car that's got different front and rears, yeah, it makes life a bit more tricky when you come to ordering and finding, etc. Perhaps that's just me because, I'm old. So as you can see, guys, it takes a while to do major repairs and long repairs when you're at this level, because obviously everything happens quite slowly. But that's the first of our story cars done, and we've got a 500e Mercedes and another DB5. Well, surely we've got to carry on as we've been doing already. Yeah. Yeah. DB5. Because, why not? Actually, that's more like it. Racing Stripe. Clearly a car that's only ever been raced or rallied. So what's wrong with this one again? More brake issues. Something about Aston DB5 drivers clearly riding the brakes. So our second Aston Martin down, guys, and we have levelled for the first time. So now we can have or make use of our first skill point. We can move around faster, we can repair stuff, we can take stuff on and off the vehicles quicker, cheap parts or the speed of which it takes to examine a vehicle when it first comes into us. Difficult in the first part of the game which to choose, although they are all worth 1 point, but I think because we're going to be spending quite a lot, better discount, always worth it to start off with. We can also obviously upgrade our garage for our American friends, and we have a second lifter. We can have a salvage element, we can wash the cars. There are many options, but I think to begin with a few extra tools would be useful. So our tablet, so we can buy things a bit easier from the inside the garage rather than going back and forth to our computer. Definitely able to check electrics, diagnostic device, tyre depth gauge, fuel pressure meter, and yeah, compression tester. Welder would be useful. Car wash maybe. We'll leave it for now. Doesn't mean we can do a bit more, and when we diagnose a car using the diagnostic reader or the multimeter, it does mean we get kind of free XP for doing that just by letting the car and the tools do themselves as they do the investigation work. So that helps us actually improve. Oh, and we have a first Porsche. I think we have to take our Porsche. So as you just seen, the using the devices like the ODB reader and all the other kit you can use is great for just letting the tools work their magic and get some free XP out of this. The same way, this is how you examine vehicles as they come in. A lot of them are pretty automatic. You've already done the vehicle tyre, tread depth, etc. Everything else you've done, so it highlights what the customer's already told you is wrong. But also you can investigate all the different bits. Every time you count, say it uses another piece of XP to add the roll that counter further upwards. And you can do this, and obviously this speeds up as well the further into the game you get, so it does make everything a bit quicker the further through the game you progress. So it should make life a bit quicker and easier when we get onto the bigger and more expensive end of the rebuilds, etc. So we've done a handful of cards now, guys, and we've got another skill point to use. Again, a little bit of a tricky decision, but I think taking the screen speed up a little bit going to give us the best benefit so far, so we'll use that. And at present, difficult to choose a few bits yet. We still don't really have enough cash. I'd like to get a car wash, I'd like to get a welder. We don't need that really just yet. Window tints, handy, we can make a bit of cash with that. And a battery charger, always worth for free rather than buying new batteries. I thought before we got to the end of this first episode I'd check what we've got in the spares, and I forgot we have a crate for completing a few games, so vehicle, sorry. So let's see what we've got for this. Bit of XP, always useful, and some credits, especially a benefit at this point of the game. And yeah, we can get rid of all of that, so give ourselves a little bit more in the way of credits. So I think we'll call that a day for the end of our first episode, guys. There's a lot to do on this one, but we'll pick that up in episode 2, and we'll continue our journey to becoming master restorers. Hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry it's been a long one, but there's going to be a lot of long content on this new launch, and lots of different stuff for us to watch and enjoy. If you have any comments, any things you want me to look at and do, please drop a like and a comment below, and we'll do all again in the next one. Take it easy.